Hey guys, this is Jules. I wanted to share with you some cards that I made through the week. I've been in bed a lot and been trying to just come in here and create. So I made some birthday cards, and I wanted to try my hand at some of like vintagey type cards. I'm not a card maker really, but I think that I'm trying to I'm getting the hang of it, I think. I made 3 birthday cards, and this one is the first actually the third one that I made. My light. I used my Mariposa paper, and I bought packets of card sets, so it has the actual cards, and let me see. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. I buy these. I have about 3 or 4 packs of these when they were on sale. I think they were like half off or something at Michael's, but they're the value pack. So it's 40 cards and 40 envelopes, and I haven't used the envelopes much. I used the same ones when I did the cards for Jade's fundraiser. And they're acid free. This one's a 6.5 by 5 inch card. I did cut one of them. I'll show you that in a second. But anyways, this is the pack that I used. So, sorry. So I used my Mariposa paper and wanted to stick with a shabby chic kind of a look with the pink and white and just lighter colors. I used a lot of my tattered rose on this one, so I edged it with the tattered rose. I used some of my gold Mod Podge that I make, and I had just a square piece of the paper, the designer paper, and just used the gold Mod Podge on that paper, and I punched out 3 of the Martha Stewart butterflies. And I have I got some of my liquid pearls, and I placed them on this plastic sheet here. There's 1 dot left, so I made little dots, and it kind of had this whipped look on it. Let me see if I can show you guys there's the little dot there. So I just squeezed little dots on the card here, and then tapped the bottom so that the little tip would kind of settle down, so it would be a little bit more rounder and flatter. If you can see that there. And I just peeled them off and used them throughout the card here. Let me show you where I used it. So I stamped and embossed in gold the happy birthday, and these are the little liquid pearls that I used. I did 3 dots there. I used it for the little head of the butterflies and up there, and I used some of this string excuse me, some of the string that I used to tie around buttons and stuff. So I threaded that string on the bottom here. I don't know why I did that, just kind of wanted to give it that look. Also did it up here, and with a little bow, and the little bow there, and the antennas for the butterflies for all 3 of them. And I have some buttons that I bought in Los Angeles that I'm going to be posting up for sale. Not just these, but a variety of buttons that I have. But these were actually the centers that came out of Jade's layout that says Jaded Studios on it. I popped them out, and it's actually this was supposed to be all silver, and the rose fit in the center of it, and I just popped it out and used this to frame her the title. And here's the silver ones I have. The rose ones that I have in my jar here. And I just used 3 of them here with some lace, and I used some of my, I think it's my vintage pink glimmer mist, and sprayed it down, just especially the card, excuse me, the card base. And I used some of old paper distress ink, and again the tattered rose throughout. And I originally cut this out, did a trim down here, and using the vintage photo, I mean not the vintage photo, the old paper distressing and staining it and stuff, I left the marking of the stamp on there, and I kind of like it, so I left it. I almost cut it off, but I was like, I kind of like it, just kind of bordering the card. And some vintage like lace, and this lace matched the string. Actually, the texture is pretty similar, so I left that. And then the liquid pearls, as the pearlized as it is, you can see there. My light keeps falling. As you can see right there, the pearlization or the color matches the flower of the button here. So I used 3 of them. And that's the one card that I have. The next card that I did is this happy birthday one, and I really like this one actually. I think it came out really pretty. I used graphic 45 paper from the Romantique collection, and I did a dry embossing on it. Let me throw the macro on real quick. And you can see the dry embossing is here, and I just rubbed some tattered rose distressing on top of it to pick up the lifted parts of the embossing. You can see a little bit of that there. Did some gold embossing around the paper itself. Used some of my ZVA bling and my music hymnal sheet, the vintage pages that I get from Katie. And then this flower I made, this is one of the flowers bases that I have. This is a satin fabric that I made into a ribbon type and stitched the center, and then layered it with some white primas, some of the from the E-line. Glimmer misted it with, I want to say scarlet, but I don't think it's scarlet. It's one of the red ones. And used some, I think it's old antique gold, something like that. And I just use, it's the ribbon buff that I have, and use it just scattered it around through the petals, and on this red one too, right here. And use one of the stamps from that same collection from the Romantique, and stuck that under there. And some Tim Holtz flourishes with some gold, the same gold, what do you call it, the ribbon buff. So there's that. Stamped, that's from the dollar bin stamps, the happy birthday, and a charm that Jade gave me a while back. Sorry, I'm like really tired. It's getting late and I'm sleepy. So that's one of the cards here that I made. And the inside doesn't have anything in it. I left it plain, but I did, I rounded the corners. And the third one that I did is this one, which I really like. A lot of stuff going on here. I'm using Prima Bling graphic 45 paper from the Domestic Goddess collection. Some of my lace. This is a die cut from the Sizzix cartridge that I have. I was trying to do a UT effect on it, but it didn't absorb very well, but it stiffened it up so well that it's nice and stiff, and I like that. And it does, I mean, it looks like it's fraying, but it's not really, it's just kind of sticking out. So you can see like little clear, like droplets, looks like droplets of water, little shiny spots here and there throughout. And I just cut those out and just distressed it and stuck it on the frame, and just framed the lady there, folding her laundry like all of us girls do. Another one of the charms that Jade gave me. I love the gold. I love that. She gave me a lot of hearts and stuff, so I don't know, I really like it. This is some glimmer misted lace here. One of my laces that's in my bundle set number 2 that I have on my blog right now. I made a flower out of that lace, and it's just sitting underneath this one. These are some Prima ones that I had. This one here has a story to it, but there's a black bead underneath it, and I use this bead cap for just to kind of do the center of a flower there. I punched out some of this red paper, and there's a flower that's actually cupping the bead, and oh, I got tea dye all over my fingers, sorry. so okay, so yeah, the bead is inside that punched up flower paper, the paper flower there, and then I just used that bead cap on top. Did a lot of distressing on here and folding of the petals, and then I did like a vintage, like the wallpaper effect type thing, the tearing that we do, and just cut a piece of the cue from my card deck. Actually cut it, distressed it a little bit, and just stuck it under there because for Queen. So, and then in the inside, I did do something to it. I'm gonna end up gluing this down because, okay, I used crushed shells for this lace as well as this is the same lace as this one. And I used the Tim Holtz edging thing here, on the edge die, and he embossed it in black. You can see the shininess there. And I need a pocket, and I'm not sure, I think it's like to put a gift certificate in or something like that, or a separate note or whatever, but I didn't seal it down on the bottom here, so it's completely open. So I'm going to end up just making it a pocket and getting that glued down. So that's and then I have to put the my little handmade by note on there. I do that for all of my projects, and I'm going to get a stamp though made. And then some vintage, a lot of vintage photo, a lot of, what's the red one? I think I use a little bit of aged mahogany, some black soot. This is the canvas material I think I didn't mention to you. The frame is canvas material, and I used my black soot to stain it black. And that's about it, you guys. I think yeah, distressed all the edges and stuff. And I like how this one came out too. It's really cute. So these are all of my cards, the ones that I've been working on lately. So if you guys are interested in a tutorial on one of them, let me know, and I'd be happy to do one for you. Yeah, so I really enjoyed making these, and I'm going to send these out soon. So all right, you guys, I'll talk to you later. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. All right, Jules signing out of the Jewel Box. Bye.